Clipping the holster like it's supposed to be closer than your chauffeur, Costa Nostra. Stick up to your nose, this rolling stone and no loner.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas.
Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders.
In charge of the Cardinals, that is head coach Jonathan Gannon. They've alternated wins and losses over the first 3 weeks of the season. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Raiders. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here are the Cardinals now, heading out for their first drive. And they'll be led up by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
Well, we all love to talk about the quarterback. He really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
And the Cardinals first down. A gain of 7. First down, Cardinals.
It's the first carry for the Wisconsin rookie. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. As he's Alshire that time on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, that would largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going play action. It's Murray. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they make the tackle at the 38. Gain of 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Now run it here. It's James Conner. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
First and 10.
Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusted running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Murray. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Murray on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And they get to him again. really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Dylan Laube on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the half. Don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
There we go. 13 there.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
He was brought down
Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Pressure comes. Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Giving
line.
this to Genty. And that's good for a gain of 5. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Play fake. Here's Smith. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down. This is our last play of the quarter. Smith on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle, and he gets down to the 24 before he stops. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's an early lead for the Cardinals. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Inside handoff goes to Laube. It's a solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. They didn't just get the first down. They got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Laube can't push it across. They make the stand. Looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Smith. When he gets in, touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Geno Smith with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. This one is up and good. And the Raiders want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Dumps it off to his running back. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Rhythm. You hear me talking about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, Smith to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
There we go, sit up.
Back to the air, it's Smith. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Smith's going to throw again. Nice Gentry underneath. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, sit up.
And off to Genti. He's going to have this one down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
10 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
390%.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Smith to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second and 10, still at the 28.
It's second down and 10.
Genti from the gun. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play here in the second quarter. But that is enough time to get a drive together. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He's trying to push the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Murray looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's caught by Harrison. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout.
That's good.
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down from the 42.
First down, Cardinals.
To the air, Murray makes the connection to James Conner. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Throwing again, Murray. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Again, it's Murray to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Trey Tucker to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genti headed back out there. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. First play is going to be a give to Genty. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Genty on second. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up third down.
In on the tackle.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
And 1.
On third down, Genty. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Win the early battle. Give it a little leverage. Low man wins off the line.